Let me show you what I mean. So those are your training wheels, right? You also want to get the handles perfectly adjusted. So all the geometry is good. Pull the core in. Find this central axis that comes right down through the middle of the pyramid, right down through the crown chakra. Ajna, Visuddhi, Anahata, Manipura, Swadhisthana, and Muladhara chakra. Then, if you just let the legs go out, before you know it, you'll be floating in space. Now, where the safety locks come in, and suppose when I lose my balance, my legs go this way, whoop, the safety locks are catching me. So I'm not going to get hurt. But what's nice is now this opens up a couple of movement patterns. From this position, if I can lift my hips, just take the head a little bit to the side of the pole so it doesn't hit. Pull the scaps forward, down into the upper back. Then come back to Leonardo. Then if you want to take a forward stretch, bring the heels behind you, but not too much. You're still warming up. Be careful you don't injure your lower back. Pretty intense stretch through the shoulders, chest, and the lower back. So keep the back legs firm. Turn the gaze up. Breathe. Good. And let's come back. Just rest for a moment. And I've noticed actually that in looking up, the pulley wasn't quite right. So I have to adjust that. Maybe you notice that my alignment wasn't perfect. So I'm going to slide the pulley back out. And maybe I'll tighten it down a little so it doesn't move on me. Sometimes it'll move a little. And I'll hold it. So again, I'm emphasizing that idea of geometry and tension to align the body. Now, if you're brand new to this, you probably want a spotter, because the next test is to do pull-ups. And to do pull-ups, you really need to bring these down. That might be low enough so they don't interfere. Let's just try it here. I don't know if they would still catch you if you were to lose your balance. But a spotter would be someone standing back behind you, because when you do your pull-ups, you don't want your legs to go out in front. That's how you could flip. So you take the legs out wide, try to hold the legs out wide, keep the hands forward, activate the scapula, so if your shoulders are in your ears, pull them down, then pull. If it all works out nicely, you work the upper back muscles and lats. What I love about this exercise is, for our yoga training program, is we can't do regular pull-ups in our yoga. We don't have any way of pulling with this concentric contraction like this. So what's great about the four-dimensional yoga is it can open up new movement patterns to help balance the body a little bit more. And maybe you just do a few rests, but you want to work up to, maybe 3 sets. Okay, let me show you another variation. Now let's suppose you're not quite strong enough to pull with your arms. Even though your body weight here is probably going to be maybe 50%. But you can use your legs, and this is another great exercise because it gets the whole body working together. So again, if I go out, now as I pull with my arms, I've got to abduct my legs. Like this. And then we've got to get the breath right. So you're going to inhale as you come down. Exhale as you pull. If it all works out, be nice and stable. You'll have good symmetry throughout. The whole body working together nicely. So again, I want to emphasize the quality of the range of motion is really what we're after. Not so much quantity, the quality, the precision, the awareness, what's going on with the body, with our relationship to gravity and how we move our body through many multiple planes in space. And this next one I'm going to show you is how to invert the body by hanging upside down. Okay, now, this is still an instruction video. It's a part 2. We've got to get the body upside down to reverse the effects of gravity. We're going to decompress the spine and take a lot of the myofascial tension out by doing a series of inverted twists and movements. Okay? So the first thing here is to get upside down. What we've got to do is take the handles and you take this P cord. This is a P cord. It's just it's small but very strong climbing rope. That'll hold 750 pounds easily right there. It's got to go up into this carabiner. That's really important. It's got to clip, and then you're just going to pull it a little bit like that. Then you've got to do the other one. Make sure you get it right through like this. And then you pull it. Now these tubes are a little high, maybe, so I'm going to adjust it. I can slide the prusik knot. If I push the knot up, the rope length will come down, and I can just lower it a little bit, probably about there. Now I'm going to get these guys out of the way. So I like to just flip them up, get them up there out of the way. I'm going to stand here, and just like a good climber, double check your anchors, double check, triple check, because your body weight is hanging here upside down. If it's not right, something will go wrong, you can fall and get hurt. We don't want that. Go back to our first principle, ahimsa, non-injury, safety. We're doing this to generate health, not to injure ourselves in any way. Okay, so when you get these tubes, you want them right about here. Just enough in the upper butt that you can just barely sit on this, and you want your toes on the ground, so you don't swing. Ropes here just need to be vertical. Then the hands come to the rope, and as you pivot back, your heels come together, like in cobbler's pose, and then the feet come in front. The reason you have to do it like that is the knees, the thighs have to open, and that's what catches you and holds you in. And if the back tubes are just right, they'll be perfect across the sacrum of the tailbone. Now, I can start to enjoy the effects of a reversal of gravity. You might, if you're new to this, you might feel your organs shift. That's a good thing. You're going to get blood in there. You're going to get more movement, organs themselves. You might feel a little pressure in the head initially with practice. It won't bother you. You don't have anything to worry about. Unless you have glaucoma, don't do this. If you have high blood
we don't mind.